What's going on, guys? It's Run here, and today we are going to be doing a unboxing of the Ego lawn care system. We've got the Crosscut XP 21-inch mower with the 7.5 amp hour battery. We have the 650 CFM blower, and then we have the $250 weed eater. This is not the multi-head system, but it is a single one-off weed eater with the quick loader on the front. And yeah, so first things first, if you guys are watching this video, you're probably going between a few different type lawnmowers, like as in Ryobi, Milwaukee, Cobalt, or really any of these other electric mowers. And I was doing the same thing probably about 3 weeks ago. So I ended up deciding on the Ego, and I'm going to tell you why I decided on the Ego. So after going to Lowe's, Home Depot, and just trying out and feeling all the different mowers, this one for me personally had the best feel. It just had the best build quality. A lot of the parts on the Ryobi, even though these are plastic on here as well, these ones, this just felt better put together. It just didn't feel like the gaps, like everything just felt seamlessly put together, as opposed to the Ryobi where some things felt a little bit cheaper than this. And also, like, the ergonomics of the handle on this, it's very easy to use because you have a you can press the handle on either side to make the lawnmower go forward, so that makes this lawnmower very easy to use. So I bought 3 separate systems, so I got 3 batteries with mine. So I got a 7.5 amp hour battery with the mower, then 2.5 amp hours batteries with the weed whacker and the blower. So far, I've cut my lawn 3 times, and this I've been able to cut everything with just using a 7.5 amp hour battery. And as you can see coming up right here, the first time I went around to actually cut the grass, it was almost or right at 6 inches tall. Alright guys, so I've cut the lawn 3 times since I've had the lawnmower now, and so here's my thoughts. The lawnmower is light, agile, and it's very easy to use. So coming from a gas mower, one thing I would say I really do like is you just pop the battery in and you are out the door. There's no filling up gas, there's no going to the gas station. It's just pop the battery in, you're out the door. So that was a pretty big plus. The mower, this is my first self-propelled mower as well. So the other ones I had were just push mowers. And with that being said, I do appreciate the fact that with this mower, when you do not have it in the self-propelled mode, you actually can't tell that it has a self-propelled motor on it at all. The wheels free spin, making it really easy to drag the mower backwards. And then just if you're going around a tree or something, you don't want to use the self-propelled, you just kind of want to walk it and edge it around slowly. It makes it really easy to do that. Another thing too I liked about this mower, didn't really realize it was going to have the ability to do this, but it makes really nice lines in your yard. Alright, so let's move into the cut quality. So the cut quality of this mower is exceptional. It does a much better job than any of the gas mowers I owned in the past. With that being said, this thing literally just ate through 6 inches of grass, spit it up, cut it up, threw it back in the lawn. As you can see, it did a exceptional job mulching, and there was literally no stragglers throughout the entire lawn. So I would give this thing a 10 out of 10 on the old scale for that. With that being said, this grass was even damp. Like, this thing still ate through the wet, damp grass and did a great job. So this is the first time I cut with this mower, so I did go back over the front once more, just kind of testing out different heights and things like that. We ended up with 1 bar left. So my normal cut is it'll usually lose about 2 bars to 3 bars, and then I can finish the entire lawn with just a 7.5 amp hour battery and the weed eater and the blower.
Don't forget the glasses.
Alright guys, so here's my thoughts on our weed whacker here. This thing makes a great trimmer. I personally didn't like using it with a little protective shield on it. It made it too hard to see where I was trimming at, but this thing, doing the entire yard, trimming up each and every like piece of sidewalk, going in the backyard and and trimming back there. Barely even uses a single bar of the battery. So this thing is very efficient. It has 2 speeds on it, and it uses a 0.95 string, which is very important when it comes to the electric weed eaters, because a lot of them use a 0.80, which is a very thin string, so you're not going to be able to get in there and cut up weeds or edge as easily with that little tiny string. But overall, I mean, I would give this weed whacker probably like a 10. I have no reason to drop it down. It does just as good, if not better, than my Stihl weed whacker I used to have, and literally all I gotta do is drop the battery in. There's no mixing gas and oil. You literally just drop it in and go. And I don't see anyone needing a bigger battery than a 2.5 to do their entire yard, even if you have like a pretty good sized yard. So that being said, one of my favorite features about this weed whacker is the actual loading process of the power head. You literally put the string in, pull it through, press one button, and it loads it up in under 15 seconds max. Like, this thing literally you can change string in it in no time. Alright guys, so last piece of the puzzle here is going to be this 650 CFM blower from Ego. This thing does a great job getting the grass off the sidewalk. It's got a few different modes there. So you have the regular trigger pull, and then you have the trigger pull plus the turbo button, which really ramps this thing up and gets you a lot of that air where you need it to be. And then the last thing, it has like a dial on it, so you don't have to hold the trigger the entire time, and the blower will just stay on. So I definitely like this blower, and I think it's going to be very good for easy use, just because you can pop the battery in there, especially in the winter. You don't want to be going out there to start up your blower to get the snow off the windshield of your vehicle. You can literally just pop the battery in and be on your way. Alright guys, that wraps up the video here, and I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully this helps you make that purchase decision, whether it's the Ego, the Ryobi, the Milwaukee, the Cobalt, the Toro, or any of those different mowers there. Yeah, it's all about just finding information and then the people who review it, and hopefully you guys get what you needed out of this. If you have any questions, just throw them there in the comment, and yeah, I'll try to get to them and get back to you guys to let you know what's going on there. But if you guys can like and subscribe the video, it definitely helps the video get out there and the whole YouTube algorithm thing, blah blah blah. But appreciate you guys watching the video, and have a great day.